did you do today?
Just chilling. I went to orientation for.
Oh yeah. You
like
said that.
You're right. So.
So that's at the Pfizer exclusively, right?
Yeah, it's at Pfizer Deer District. So
Okay.
yeah, I'm going to be doing like plaza security over there. So it's like not really too much. Just
So
like
is
know,
it for Bucks games,
bus
concerts,
bus
kinda a little
games,
bit of
concerts, Marquette games. Yeah, just pretty much all types of events that go on over there in general. But it's still part time, so I'm still able to have a lot of flexibility and still able to do other stuff. And plus, like it's nothing too strenuous. I'm just watching around stuff
Yeah.
like that. So it's kind of like my last job. I was working at event staff at a concert venue, so I was just like scanning tickets and everything like that. So with this one, like I'm just kind of just watching around and showing people around and stuff. So almost like doing like service work.
Okay,
too
so you're
with
like
it.
working more with people.
Yeah, I'm working
Kinda
more with
thing.
people a little bit, and just like watching everything that goes down. But it's nothing too strenuous, which is super cool. And then.
So if someone starts a fight, you got to be the one that's got to break it up.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna ask for help right away. I ain't, not saying I'm scared of nothing or anything like that. But it's just like I rather try to stay away from drama
Right.
as much as I can out here. I ain't trying to put my hands on nobody like that. So
Is that like part of your job though? Like, would you get fired if you didn't stop a fight, kind of thing?
No. This is more just the way you handle the situation is, and I think I think they suggest more that you ask for help and all that stuff, and get some more people that's more trained about that. Look, like you can look at me like like I'm a skinny dude, like I ain't trying to
Say
fight.
if I worked a job like that and I wasn't like the main security, I'd be like, fuck that.
Yeah, right. No, on the real, like I
But-
like I said, I try to stay away from drama as much as I can. But overall, I'm not worried too much about that. It seems most people seem pretty chill.
Yeah.
And usually, I think when stuff usually happens, it's like I think like more. I think all my other coworkers can probably jump at that quicker than I can. So I just I feel like I'm more of like the mediator. I'm like I just want to chill everything out. Like that's my role in it. Like I don't do the whole action type of stuff. I love action. I love watching action.
Yeah.
But like I'm it's
not in that situation.
Yeah, exactly.
Not worth it. You're not getting paid enough to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Pretty much like that. So plus I got too much other things I want to do. So
I was gonna say I had to break up a fight at work one time.
Oh, you did?
I was working at an apartment. I was telling you before. There's actually a video of it on security camera.
What?
I can pull it up.
Oh,
I can't pull it up here.
Okay.
But maybe I can't. I don't know.
Wait,
I'll show you after.
Yeah. What
I was
happened?
just chilling at work. Normal day. It was like a Tuesday. It was like February, and then fucking someone was coming to the main door. My office was like you could see the main door, and people like buzzing. The front door was locked.
Right.
And so someone like came to the resident interpad like normal, where you can like dial someone's apartment number and they can buzz them in. And she was there and then kind of left, and I didn't even like it happens all the time like throughout the day, so I didn't even think anything of it.
Right.
And then this resident came down and she basically greeted that person that came. There's two chicks, and she comes out, and my office is like also adjacent to the front like walkway, so it's all window.
Right.
And you could see outside, and then all of a sudden I hear, "Why the fuck are you here? Why the fuck are you here?" Like screaming.
What?
And then I look, and these two chicks are just like getting in each other's faces, and I'm like, "Oh god, oh god, oh god."
Right.
Nobody else is around.
Right.
And then all of a sudden, they just hit the floor, and they're just
going at it.
Like one chick is just smacking,
grabbing hair, right? Oh my god!
And my gut instinct was like, no one's fucking around, and
right,
and like no one is around the area.
Yeah,
like no one's fucking around.
Yeah.
But I ran outside, and I was like, stop!
Right.
I didn't know what to do, man.
Exactly.
So I was like, stop!
Right.
And they like wouldn't grab, like unhold each other, and then like just just smacking each other. I never experienced anything like that before.
Right.
And then this jogger came by, bless her soul, and she like helped me pull them apart. We get them apart. They come back to each other, start like hitting each other again.
Oh shit!
And there's like a braid on the ground, like a weave on the ground, to a whole weave, bro.
Oh
shit! And then we ended up on the ground again, and I was like, my pants are all dirty and shit.
Right.
And then they're kind of like stood there, and she's like, let go, and I don't know. And then one chick, she's like, I have a gun. And then at that second, I was like,
I'm done. Right, exactly.
I'm out of here.
I'm done.
She had a gun, and I looked, and she had a gun, like, concealed carry right on her
right.
hip.
Oh,
and I was like,
shit.
Fuck
that.
no.
Right.
And so another dude, like, bless his soul, too,
right.
he, like, was driving by, got out of his truck, and, like, hopped over this fence and got to us and, like, helped pull him apart. And I was like, I like went and like went inside to like call the cops.
Right.
And crazy. Fast forward a little bit, I had a tour like 30 minutes later for the apartment.
Oh my god!
So
how can you even focus?
The police come. The one chick who arrived, she fled, and then the police came to get a statement from the resident, and then I had the tour come, and then this guy shows up. I'm like, full adrenaline pumping, and my pants are all like dirty and shit. I'm just on autopilot at this point.
Right,
I give the apartment tour, and then that afternoon he signed a lease.
See,
and
there you go.
Like, hey,
that was the universe blessing you, man. You was doing a good deed. You did a good deed, and you handled it with the best of your abilities. And
thank you.
Then you got rewarded for that shit. No, that's fucking dope.
Now, if I'm ever looking for a job in property management, I'm gonna say that story in every interview because I ended up with a lease, and that's how I deal with under pressure.
Hell yeah, for real. No, you just gotta handle it the best way you can, man. And like I always say, just follow procedure, and everything will be all right. Because you don't know what people gonna do. Like I said, the girl had a damn gun. Like that's when
you don't know what's gonna happen.
Right? Like no. So it's wild.
Yeah. Have you ever been in a fight before?
No. Well, no, not really.
Yeah.
Like I said,
you're a lover, not a fighter.
Exactly.
Yeah,
pretty much. Like I said, I try to stay away from drama as best way I can. I'm a spectator. Okay.
Yeah.
I love just watching shit. Like I remember when I was in high school. And these two upperclassmen. I had a fight in the hallway, like, and this was during like my junior year, and it was these two seniors that was fighting, and this is like close to like the end of the year too, and all that shit. And you know what the crazy part about this? This is after first period too. So check this out.
Right in the morning.
Right in the morning. So this is right after first period.
Jesus.
I go, me and my friends, we hang out in the hallway for a little bit, just talking, shooting shit and all that shit. And then, these two senior dudes, they start arguing about some shit, and the one dude, he was on the other side. He was just talking crazy shit, just saying like, oh, you a bitch, you a punk, and all that other shit. And the other dude, he just standing there and just minding his own business and all that, and exactly. So he's just like. He's just chilling and all that stuff. He trying not to pay attention and all that. But the other dude just kept talking shit. He was like, come and fight me, motherfucker. All the other shit. And then the other dude who was being quiet, he was like, come and say that shit to my face, fight me like a man and all that shit. Yeah. And and like I said, the other dude, like I say, he just kept talking shit. He was all the way on the other side and shit. So you could tell he was kind of scary and all that shit.
He was on the other side of what?
On the other side of the hallway. Down the hall and all that shit.
Yeah.
So,
I see.
Okay. So it's like a little bit of a distance. So
God.
So they just kept. So pretty much, he just kept talking shit and all that, and then just out of nowhere, just the other person he just goes up there, walks up to dude, and just right? Just clocked him right in the face.
Wait, so the dude that was not doing the talking?
Yeah,
bro, that's how it always happens.
Exactly. So it just clocked him right in the face, and then just started wailing on it. And this, like I said, and this is after first period. So
right,
all of us is like in the hallway just watching this shit. Like everybody was just like, oh shit. I was like, bro,
is this really happening?
Exactly.
Right
like it's too early for this. It's like 9 a.m, yo. Like what's going on? So we just looking at this shit, and then like one girl was trying to get into it, trying to break it up, and then like one of her friends picked her up, and it was like, and me and my friends, we was just looking like, yo, what was she gonna do? What was she gonna do in that shit? So it was wild. It was wild, and like then like the dude that got his ass beat, he.
How long did the fight go for?
Probably like 5 minutes at the at least.
Yeah.
Like it didn't go too long because the dude that was beating his ass, like it it was kind of one sided. So after that, like it just the people just broke it up. And
good for that one dude for
I know.
sticking up. I mean, I don't know the story,
sometimes you gotta I do believe in self defense out here. So like if you know how to defend yourself out here, then do it. Plus like
technically in that situation that wouldn't be
self-defense. Exactly. Like seriously, like the other person was pretty much asking for it when like say you talking all that shit, and like say if you gonna talk shit, then you gotta back it up for real. And if you ain't backing it up, then so all right. So but
I think that one dude who was talking shit learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah, exactly. It was wild. It was wild. It was just so crazy because it was early in the morning, like
especially end of the year, senior year. It's like
right, yeah, and like they still got to graduate and all that stuff. So like because it's whatever. Right. But and plus like I'm still. Even if you had a fight right by the end of the year, that shouldn't like stop you from graduating and walking the stage, bro.
Yeah,
it's little shit.
It is crazy how they dangle that over you. I remember when we do like there's senior skip day and all this shit.
Right.
The administrators would be like, if you participate in senior skip day or a senior prank, you're not gonna walk at graduation. Which like walking at graduation wasn't even that serious.
Right? Exactly. Like, as long as I get my damn diploma, really, like the fuck, right? Stop with all that. Yeah, that's what they do. They be trying to scare you with that shit. Yeah, and you went to West.
Yeah, West Bend was. Where'd you go?
Brookfield Central.
Bless you.
Yeah.
Brookfield Central.
Yeah.
Wow.
Brookfield Central. I did my high school.
You grew up in Brookfield?
No, I grew up in Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Sure.
So I grew up around the Brown Deer area, and then and then I went to high school at Brookfield Central. But I did like my elementary school and middle school was all MPS. So I went to El Creative Art School right on Walnut, and then I went to Roosevelt Middle School right next door. Sure. And actually most of the crazy fights I've seen was in middle school.
Really?
Because middle school was wild, like for real.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. So and now like with kids today, I feel like they're way more wilder than even we are, even when we were and all that shit. So
it's a different world though, because they all got cell phones now,
and that's the thing. See, that's the thing too. Now with social media and all that stuff, like it can get too wild to the point where like everybody's not cyberbullying and all that shit. It's just
it goes home with them.
Exactly.
It's
so fucking stupid compared to like like obviously like we grew up in an era where like social media was starting to take over, but it didn't get to a point where we had to, be where we on our shit all the time. We still go like went out and hang out with each other or call each other, things like that. We had the
flip phone.
Exactly, we had the flip phones and all that.
Steady progression.
Yeah, exactly.
There was definitely a sweet spot of everything.
And that's the thing too. That's why I always think of that. It's like I feel like people like between the ages of like 24 to like 35 right here, and like I'm 27, and it's like I've definitely like I've lived in an analog era, so I grew my early years is in the analog era, so I know how life was literally before the internet fully took over, where it was just still in like in just like a little like
It's like what it is today.
Yeah, like cause like growing up, like obviously like remember like AOL and like things like that.
Addictinggames.com.
Yeah,
You ever do that?
Yeah, I haven't done that, but I remember that, or I remember MSN and like like Napster and
Club
Penguin, LimeWire.
I didn't do LimeWire. Was that where like you could steal music?
What? Well, it's not stealing. It's borrowing.
Was that their whole thing?
Kinda. Yeah. No, but yeah, that was pretty much like early music streaming where you could just get shit for free. all online, right? But I remember all that. I didn't do all that, but I just I remember it because my parents, like, we had like the Apple like MacBook computer downstairs, and so but here's the thing, we had like iTunes, and this is like the early years of iTunes,
paying 99 cents for a song.
Exactly.
What?
Right, exactly. And
can't believe people did that, but
people still do that a little bit, but now since you got Apple Music, it's like everything is all around. But but yeah, like we had that, and like pretty much we would just burn CDs. So pretty much like if we didn't get the album, like the physical copy of the album, we were just going iTunes, just download the CD, burn it, and then play it in a car and things like that.
Right.
Or put it on your on the early iPods, bro. Oh my God.
Yeah,
iPods,
dude.
bro.
What was the early iPod that you had?
The early iPod I had was like this, the little small one.
The shuffle?
The shuffle.
Without the screen, no screen.
No, it was just like the shuffle with those little color shuffle iPod shuffles.
Yeah.
I had a purple one.
Nice.
I had a purple one.
Sick.
And you only had like a certain amount of gigabytes on there, so you couldn't even put all your music on that shit. But you couldn't like screen through. You had to click through each song. Click through each song, all that, and like I definitely remember that. That was one of my first iPods I had. Then I had a bigger iPod.
Yep.
Where now you can do touch screen.
Was it the iPod Touch?
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah, iPod Touch.
Those first generations.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yo, and you know what's crazy? Like that's already like almost like 15 years old now. Like what the fuck is going on? Like, yo, it's so crazy. I remember
like the first iPhone coming out.
Yo, seriously, it's like damn. It's like you really look at that and be like, yo, like the first the first iPhone came out like over 10 years ago. Like then like the iPod Touch came out like 15 years ago. Like and you see now and see how we totally progressed to the point where now it's like we got smartphones where everything is on there, and it's like with a touch of a screen, like we can get everything. But that's what I'm saying. Just seeing that progression is wild.
Crazy to think that the iPod came before the phone.
Yeah,
whereas like Apple was more of like a technology. I guess they did computers.
Right.
Like,
It started
music.
It started out as computers.
Then we got on the phones.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
right. Yeah, it had a slow progression. It started out as computers with Steve Jobs. He started that shit in like the 80s, but I think it really didn't get into like music and everything until like Napster and LimeWire started coming in, because they realized that not that people are
they're changing the way they listen.
Change the way you listen to music, and and people was not going to just pay $13 for a CD or anything like that as much. And the record industry, they didn't know they didn't know what to do, because that's the thing. They thought CDs would last forever, and then they found out the hard way that wasn't going to be happening, because like I said, people because people want access to more music right away.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if it's something online where you can hear it before it comes out and all that stuff, or you can get a favorite album or you can get an album by your favorite artist. I mean, for cheaper, reasonable price,
Right.
because shit is hard out here. Shit, you gonna take advantage of that shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's interesting how like when Apple started getting into that and creating iTunes and all that stuff, and then how it just expanded to
99 cents a song,
right? Exactly.
Which to the artist, like if I was getting 99 cents a song, like that's artists should be getting that.
Yeah, artists should be. Yeah, artists should be getting that for real.
How the world just changed though.
Exactly, and it's like and I do believe like as artists should get percentages of their of get percentages of the art they create, because they put so much work into that and all that stuff, and then even in today with streaming, like we use Spotify and Apple Music, all that stuff, but still most of the artists don't really get to see all that money, but it's such a
pennies.
It's pennies. If I say you know this of it, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. I want to be fully prepared to not banking on streamings for a source of income.
Do not. Yeah, like, it's good. It's a good strategy to get your music out there. It's more just to build up your brand and recognition. So in a branding situation, like streaming, all that stuff works. But if you're thinking about getting money off that shit, no, like really, like just
you gotta be having a lot of streams.
You gotta have a lot.
You gotta be independent as well. I want to talk to someone who is signed by a label to see like how much you make.
Yeah, right. Actually, and I wanted to ask you a question about that. Just your opinion on labels, and just like do you feel more comfortable just being more independent DIY, or how do you feel about if local artists go at least, or even to like an independent record label,
right?
And
I guess I just don't really know what being signed looks like.
Right.
I've always done it DIY, and
right.
I feel comfortable in doing what I know and what I've been
exactly
doing.
Same.
And I have that control. But if there is like an opportunity, like of course I'm gonna read it over and like really look through it seriously. But it's got to be a good deal with someone that I like already know.
Right. Facts. And plus too, it's like even with those labels, like whether it's independent or major, all that stuff. Yeah, you still gotta like. I feel like you gotta get like a lawyer and all that other shit to do that stuff. And it's just like me, I'm not. I don't look. I'm not really a business minded type of person, but like I'm like business minded to a certain extent, just to make sure everything's all all good with me. So just taking care of business, like that simple shit. But I'm not really a business minded person, all that stuff. Especially when it comes to this music shit. Like I just want to just do what I do and just create. Right. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I definitely feel more comfortable in DIY type of situations, and that's how I feel like with Mid Coast Records and what we do. Like we're so DIY, and we're and obviously we go against the whole capitalist way of how music should be made and distributed. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to just make music for the people and just
I kind of want to ask you about that too, because I haven't like been to a Midcoast show in a minute. It's been a while.
Yeah, no.
Y'all transition more into a record.
Well, no. So we're still a collective, and we still do shows, but now we're going to be just doing that like bi-monthly, just because we've been doing shows the past
like crazy.
Like past 2 years, and at a certain point, like we just all just kind of got burnt out with that, and not because we don't love doing, like we love doing those shows. It's just that it's a lot of work to put those shows together and make everything work out. And I'm proud of us for how we all did all that, which is super cool. But but we was talking, and we wanted to expand more, and use and use our art as a way um to uh, get more close with the community, and we
Yeah.
also we're thinking, so we've been planning to do more events, more community related
Sure.
events that serves the people's needs and all
Mm.
that stuff, and because we want to let people know that, hey, like, we want to use our art as a way to create revolutionary change out here and serving our people out here and all that stuff. And so, like, when we do our music and all that stuff, like, we do it, with a
Charity or
what we
something.
doing with a revolutionary mindset of, yeah, we gonna make music that's gonna relate to the people and relate to what's going on, while also making sure they have a good time at the same time. But while we doing that, we're also gonna go into our community and do what we can to help our community with all the issues that's going on. So, because it's a lot of things that's still going in this city,
Mm.
and the people up top is not really doing anything about it. So
Mm.
it's up to us, as artists and as community members, to serve our community the best way we can. So, like not too long ago, we held like a swap meet,
Mm.
where we gave out, where people came and gave out free clothes to
Mm.
people, and I thought that was really 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 cool,
Yeah.
because obviously, people need clothing out here, especially during this cold weather time and all
Oh
that
yeah.
stuff. So that was really really cool. And plus, like, even with the shows that we do, like, we used all the money to fund grassroots organizations that's helping out in the community, and fighting against things that plagues our community, such as police brutality, and like, and bad housing, and all that
Mhm.
stuff, or people getting, like, people getting evicted. So I was trying to stop evictions,
Right.
also uh, um, also organizations that works to um, to free political prisoners, and
Mm.
everything like that, and all that stuff. So yeah, it's like we're pretty much, we're a grassroots collective, using art, like I said, to create a revolutionary change, and we trying to educate the people at the same time on what we need to do out here to create a change, and to build a better world, and build a better system, because the system that we
Yeah.
living in, it ain't it, and it's like, and seriously, a better world
Yeah.
is possible out here, and I think, and we're inspired by all the great, activists and revolutionary leaders that work to fight for the people, and going against the pretty much going against the capitalist power structure, resisting the capitalist power structure, to serve the needs of the people, and build socialism here in America. So that's what we're doing
Yeah.
with our art, because art is a very powerful thing, especially in music is a very powerful thing, because music is a universal language, and also throughout history, a lot of artists have used their art to speak the truth of what's going on. And also, I'm
Yeah.
heavily inspired by, like, like the late '60s and '70s, and like all the protest songs that came out during that time, and also in hip hop too, and a lot of hip hop tracks that spoke the truth about what's going on, for like Public
Right.
Enemy and Ice Cube, NWA, and all that stuff. So when I do my mixes and when I do my sets, like I want to make sure everybody have a good time and all that stuff. But I'll also I'll play some songs that has a conscious message in it at the same time, to let people know, like, this is what we trying to do out here. So it's all about just mixing mixing music and art and politics all together, and relating it to the people, and using it as a way to resist against the capitalist power structure.
Make a positive change,
Make
especially locally too. That's
exactly,
huge,
exactly. That's the thing too, because I love, like, for real, like, no matter what, I love this city, no doubt. Like, I love the city. This is my home, and like, I want to see something better for my community out here, because like I said, we have such a good community out here, and we have such good people out here, and but also we all know that me, you, like everybody, we try to do whatever we can to make it out here. You know what I'm saying? We ain't rich and none of that stuff. We regular people. We doing what we love, but we work hard every day to make sure we take care of the things we need to take care of. So pretty much, like, using music and art to create positive change in the community we love so much, like, it's just a real beautiful thing, and you doing a service to your community and to the people, and you're gonna get rewarded for that, because I always believe, like, the universe always rewards you when you do stuff for other people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
So it's like, when you create positive change like that can really help impact people's lives directly. I think that's a real beautiful thing. So I'm blessed and grateful to be a part of a group like Midcoast, that goes with what I believe in, and how I feel we can make change out here, and doing it in a DIY setting, and having so much support from everybody in the local music scene, and just in the community in general. All of us can come together and do that. And so
You have been.
yeah. So it was
all the Midcoast shows I went to, and I wish it was still at the Cooperage, but Cactus Club fits the vibe too.
Yeah, it's all good. Yeah, like I said, Cooperage is dope, and Cactus Club is dope, and yeah, so like it's real cool. So so we're still gonna keep doing shows, and we, while also still expanding our brand and all that stuff. And then with Midcoast Records, like, we got so many great artists on the label besides myself, and then we got like Wax Churums and Dizzy Random.
So, like, what kind of do y'all provide any resources for artists if they wanted to join the record kind of thing?
Yes.
You just mentioned Johnny.
Johnny. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the thing too. Yeah. I'm glad you brought that up. So yeah, we do bring our resources for artists that you don't even have to be on the record label to get help from us, like, if you down with us and you support us and all that stuff, we'll help you out. So, like, if you need some studio time, like, Johnny can set you up studio time in his studio, or you need a photo shoot down and all that stuff. We got photographers that's down to do all that stuff, and plus we love to partner up with a lot of people. So we would love to partner up with Nicholas, because, like I said, because his photos are amazing.
Shout out Nicholas Cohnhorst.
Hell yeah, for real. He's so awesome, and like and plus the studio that a lot of Midcoast artists use is right next to his studio. Right. So we would love to work with him and anybody else within the music scene and art scene, because, like I said, we want to provide a resource for everybody, and also for all the people that we are connected with. We want to we want them to be a part of us too, in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's all love out here. Like it's a very collaborative effort, which is really really cool.
Yeah,
And
from the start, like Midcoast immediately when for reference to if y'all don't know what Midcoast. How it started was out of COVID, right?
Yes, so it started as a live stream, and
you'd always do it for a certain charity to raise money for
grassroots organization. So not really a charity, as I say, but more local grassroots organization that's directly helping in the community. Right. So yeah, it started in early 2021 as a live stream concert series. Yeah, and pretty much for the first few months of 2021, as we were starting to get back into the swing of things, and when COVID started to slow down a little bit, it was just live streams. And then how I got involved with it, because I knew some of the people that put it all together, and they asked me to do a show. It was a MF Doom tribute show.
Oh yeah,
which was super cool. So
I remember when that was going on. Yeah.
Yep. So that was in May of 2021, and then I went and did that.
That's like when I started seeing you more often.
Yeah.
I don't know when I first met you, honestly.
I actually don't remember neither. Probably at a house show.
I remember when you were DJing Moonglow's album release party. Yeah. I saw you there too.
Yeah, exactly. That was around Halloween time, 2021. So yeah, like I feel like because I knew of you for a while. And I feel like because did you go to a lot of Murray-Attic shows?
Yeah.
So I've seen you at Murray-Attic shows a lot, but that was right before COVID and all that stuff. So but yeah, you was always good over there too, and I missed that place as well.
Yeah, man.
I missed that place. Yeah. Rest in peace, Murray-Attic.
Shout out Anthony Mazans Mazans, dude. Yeah, I shouted him out. Me and Mike, my cousin, were talking about the Murray-Attic.
Murray-Attic was fire.
Also Isaac and Carter, who used to live there too in the late stages of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that was so great. I missed that spot. And a Downer House too.
Downer House,
really cool.
Christian Porter
spot. Shout out to Christian Porter as well. KP, all that. So, but back to the situation. So I did the MF Doom tribute show, which was super cool, and that got a good response. And then we put it on YouTube, and it was really cool. And then they had an in-house DJ already.
Wasn't Dizzy Randoms doing it?
Yeah, he was doing it at first for a little bit, but he's from Chicago, and he lived in Chicago and all that stuff. And so, but they knew that I was around, and I was a DJ, and I was doing my thing out here. And like I said, I knew most of the people that put it all together. So I was just like, hey, I can, I'll live here. I'm from here, so I can be the in-house DJ too. So it was just more like a natural progression of me becoming the in-house DJ for Midcoast, and then me and Noah, we even did a Midcoast show together. We were just going back and forth and just show how much chemistry we really had, because me and him both love this hip hop shit. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So especially that classic hip hop shit. And so we just clicked right away, and we knew how to bounce stuff off each other and all that stuff.
Oh yeah.
So then in the few months,
kind of like B2B.
Yeah, B2B. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Just switch off and all that stuff, which is super cool. But yeah, so then I just kept being the in-house DJ for most of the shows in 2021, and then going to 2022. Like I said, I just kept doing my thing with it, and I've just became a full member of just the whole Midcoast collective in general, and not just an in-house DJ.
Kind of grew from there.
Yeah, it kind of just grew from there, and then we just kept doing so much different stuff. And then me and Noah, we had a nice show at Quarters. It was called the Jump Off dance party, where me and Noah was playing 90s, 2000s hip hop and R&B. all night, and like it was super cool. And like I said, we
Yep.
would just switch off of each other, and then like I'll get on the mic
Yep.
and all that stuff, and yeah, it was just really, really, really nice. And like it just kept.
When did you learn how to DJ?
When did I learn how
When
to
did you
DJ?
first get into it?
Oh, I got into it. So pretty much, well, first off, I was just like, at first, I was just like going to a lot of shows within the music scene because I went to UWM too.
Yep.
And so I like I said, I just kept going to shows at Murriatic, Down Our House, or spots on Brady, like Up and Under before it turned into Nashville North and
Never
all that
been
stuff.
there when it was Up and Under.
Yeah, but no, that was nice. But yeah, I'll go there. Just go to a lot of like DIY local type shows because a lot of friends I was hanging out with were in the music scene and all that stuff and doing shows and all that stuff, and I'll be like hanging out with them all the time and all that stuff. So at a certain point, I was just thinking like, what can I do to contribute to the music scene besides just going to shows, even though going to shows is a really big part of it. So just to let y'all know, if you ain't gotta be a musician or anything just to be a part of this music scene, because because coming to shows really helps us out, like
absolutely
really helps us out.
Absolutely.
So, but I was just motivated to do more because I was hanging out with so many musicians and all that stuff. And so my guy Bizon, DJ Bizon, he was hosting these free DJ classes at Kenilworth, at the Kenilworth building right on Prospect. So, and I met him like a couple years before that, and like he was just so fucking dope, and so we just got connected like that. So I knew those free DJ classes was going down at Kenilworth. This was like in like late 2018.
Sure. Yeah,
so I just started going over there because it's right there and shit. Right. So I just went up in there, and like he saw me, he was like, "Yo, man, how you doing, man? You can go and you can come in and get on one of the turntables and just do your thing out here." So I just went there that day, and like we were just kind of just doing our thing. He was letting us do our thing, playing whatever we want, and like it was just a real cool and fun time. So so then I just kept going to the free DJ classes down at Kenilworth from late 2018 going into 2019.
Yep.
And then by February, he switched the classes to Walker's Point Center of the Arts on the south side in Walker's Point. And right in the middle of that time, I got my my DJ controller, which was a Mixtrack Pro 3 DJ controller, which I use to this day. And then so I paid like $200 for it, and then my dad helped me out by getting some speakers. I got it at this spot called Record Head in West Allis. Yep. And so that was cool. So after that, I set it up downstairs in my basement when I was living with my parents at the time. And and then like I had my computer, my laptop, and like I had all the music already, because all the music that was on my laptop like already uploaded to my computer through the CD collection that I have, along with downloading and all that stuff. So I had all the music down pat, and then Serato that came for free with it. So so I just uploaded Serato, and then I just started doing my thing from there. So I just kept practicing and all that stuff, and then I'll go to the DJ classes still, and now on Walker's Point, and just kept on getting on learning and getting my skills up to speed. So then I had my first DJ gig in April of 2019. It was for like a gallery a day over there, and like it was me and like 2-3 other people from the DJ classes, and like we just did our own thing while people was looking at the art, and like I was playing like some wild hip hop stuff, and then and then the people that was looking at the art, like there was mostly like older white people and all that stuff. So I was like, so I'm just kind of thinking like, yo, how they digging my stuff and all that stuff. 'Cause I'm playing like, I'm playing some good shit that fits the vibe, but like also like, like I play a lot of shit with a lot of wild lyrics because that's my taste. But yeah, no, they came up to me. They was like, we like your set and all that stuff, and I was like, yo, that's cool, And then I had like some. I had some friends come over, and I think my parents came too for that. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Like, it was a nice little gig. I got paid $50 for it.
Yeah.
Which was nice. And then after that, like I said, since I knew people in the music scene, people would come and ask me, yo, you like, can you DJ at Downer House, or can you DJ at Mariatic? And I was like, yeah, just get my foot in the door and all that stuff. And so I just went up in there, and then I would do my thing with that, and the vibe was nice. And then in early 2020, that's when I started doing my first 2 club gigs. I did a gig at Company Brewing for the first time there, and then I did Mad Planet. Over there, because a friend of mine, Jackson from Modern Joey, he asked me to DJ for that because Modern Joey was doing a show over there, so he wanted me to do an opening DJ set in between sets for that. So so that was super cool. But then COVID hit and all that, and that Mad Planet show was the last show before COVID, so before everything shut down. Because right after that, everything shut down, and so
Mad Planet would be fun to DJ.
Oh yeah, right, and it fits my vibe too.
You're like up in that booth too.
Yeah, exactly, and it fits my vibe too, cause like,
because
it's like it's like a classic club. It's been there since like the
80s
and all that stuff, and you could tell it's from the 80s from the way it looks and all that stuff. And I always say when I walk up in there, like, hey, I know a lot of cocaine was done in this motherfucker, and it's awesome. But plus I love their theme nights, like the Michael Jackson Prince night.
Oh my god, dude, those nights are so fun.
Or like the Get Down, Funk and Soul Party, or Duran Duran versus Depeche Mode.
My mom went to UWM back in like the 90s, maybe late 80s, and she would always go to Mad Planet. And when we went recently, because my parents will go out every now and then in Milwaukee, I'll meet up with them. And one time I was with her and some of her college
buddies,
friends, were with her, and they recognized the DJ that was in there, and they're like, "No way! It was the same DJ that DJ'd back when they're in college."
Yeah,
they're like talking with them and like requesting songs and shit, and they're having a blast.
That's beautiful,
like,
man.
Wow,
that's so beautiful. And seriously, like, I'll go up in there, and you'll see a lot of older people still getting down and all that stuff, and I love that, for real. I fucking
such
love
a mix of different people in Mad
and
Planet.
And I think that's
so
what
fun.
And that's what makes it the best club in Milwaukee, because it's so much diversity and so inclusive too, and it brings everybody there. And also it's in the neighborhood, like, like,
oh my god, yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, no disrespect, but I can't really deal with like all those like, big clubs in downtown, like Lucid Lounge and all that stuff. It's not my scene. I like to be there with the people and all that. And also, like I said, I love the old school type of vibe over there, to the point, like you'll have your parents come in there. They used to go there all the time, and then they come up in there, they see the same dude that's been DJing, and it just fits that vibe, and it takes them back, and it just
really good vibe,
and it takes you, it even takes you back up in there. Like, I mean, like I go up in there, during the like Michael Jackson Prince nights or Duran Duran Depeche Mode night, I party like it's 1984 in that motherfucker. I love the 80s in that way too. And then like when they have their 90s, 2000s, like like that. It feels real good. It feels like you partying like in that era, and that's why I always say to like people who was outside in those clubs around that time, like, tell me all the stories you got, please, like, for real, because seriously, y'all inspired me.
Have you been in the green room there?
Yes, I've been in the green room.
Damn, I've heard it's pretty cool.
Oh yeah, no,
is it cool?
Oh yeah, it's pretty cool because it's very colorful. It got like a lot of like stickers and all this stuff. You can definitely tell. Like,
imagine the cocaine in that room.
It's a lot of it's a lot. It was a lot of cocaine done over there. It was a lot of fucking done in that motherfucker. For real, you already know. So when you sit on those couches over there, you know what I'm saying?
You might want to wipe it clean.
No, don't even wipe it. Just know that you sleeping.
Right.
If those walls and if those couches can talk, oh yeah, you'll be hearing a lot of it, and that's dope. Like I said, because it's straight rockstar shit. So, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. I love that type of shit.
Lots of history in that club.
Exactly, I love that type of history. Yeah. So, but yeah, man. No, Mad Planet is awesome. But so yeah, back to what I was saying. So when the shutdown happened, I just kept practicing in my basement and all that stuff, and doing all that stuff while also. I was also like out in the streets doing like all the protesting and stuff that was going down too. So that's how it shaped my goal to mix music and art with with serving the people and all that stuff too. So then by 2021, yeah, like I said, I did the MF Doom tribute show and got involved with Midcoast, but then also I just started gaining steam, doing my own things. Like I did more gigs at Company Brewing. Started doing gigs at Cactus Club, man. I did a gig at RWBs and all that. Yeah, I said RWBs. It's interesting.
I don't think I'll ever go back to that bar, but wow.
It's interesting. Like I had the people I did the gig with was fun. But it was also one of the nights where it's like it wasn't as much people there, and I was kind of expecting a little bit more people. But then looking at it and being there a few times when I wasn't DJing, just being there when it's a lot of people there, especially around that time when the Bucks won a championship. Yeah, like it's a little too much for me. So like I say,
I feel you on that.
Do your thing on that. But yeah, no. So I just started expanding myself and doing stuff over there. Doing stuff at all these other different spots around the city, like High Dive and in Quarters too. Did a lot of shows at Quarters and all that stuff.
High Dive always has usually a DJ over there.
Yeah. So like I had opportunities to DJ there a few times, which was great. And then Quarters, that's how one of the first shows I organized myself was at Quarters and all that stuff. And even though I definitely just prefer just being a part of the bill and not trying to put it together just because it's a lot. It's just a lot you got to do with it. And I'm like,
a lot of
coordination, everything like that, and planning. And I'm just like, no, man, I just want to play. So I'd rather just people just DM me and hit me up and email me about how to do all that stuff. So
but you got to get out there to have that happen.
And that's
opportunities usually build off each other.
Exactly. Like so that's what I was. So pretty much the past 2-3 years I was DJing. I was just pretty much just building myself up. Yeah. And then by 2022, then that's why I started really gaining steam. And like I did, like I said, more gigs at Cactus Club. I'm doing album release shows and all that stuff. Yep. Like I did Moonglow's album release show and back in October of 2021 for Halloween.
That was a fun show.
That was a fun show.
Shit.
That was so fun.
That was really cool.
Yeah, shout out to Moonglow. Shout out to Isaac. All of them, Sterling, all of them. But yeah. That was a great show. And then I did Rap Bath's album release show at Cactus Club, and then obviously doing more mid-coast shows. And then I did a gig at Crafty Cow.
Remember you when I was like walking the corner on the river was 24?
Right. Oh yeah.
And I was like walking around the corner. I was like, damn, there's a DJ like right in the middle of the street. I turned the corner and it's you. I was like, what, dude? It's like 12 in the afternoon.
Dude, no, for real.
Dog, that energy of the river was 24.
I love
River
West 24,
bro.
Man. This is what I'm,
man.
Seriously, like for real. River West is like literally like my second home. Like pretty much, I always consider like it's East Side River West is literally like pretty much where I be at, and Bayview from time to time. But yeah, East Side, River West is literally where I stay at. Because even though I don't stay in an apartment house here in River West, I'm literally here like all the time anyway. So I kind of already consider it my home. And I know what's going on over here. It's a lot of fun stuff over here. Then it's a lot of weird stuff going on here. That's why we call it River West Diaries out here, because
River West Diaries.
But yeah, man. No, I love River West, man. But yeah, River West 24 was dope, and then
just the fact that I remember like waking up with a gnarly hangover. Not gnarly hangover, but I was like up till 4 a.m.
Right.
That Friday.
Yeah, exactly.
And then Saturday at like noon, you start hearing music and
exactly
people constantly biking. It's like, oh shit, people are waking up again, and like
exactly.
And
the cool thing about that too, it has that, like I said, that community type of vibe. It's like when you see people out here, like you'll see a DJ playing on a corner and all that stuff, and see people biking, then they'll stop on their bikes and then dance and all that stuff, and then you have the kids hanging out too and all that stuff, which is beautiful and all that. And so it's like everybody's like vibing with each other and everybody's chill like that. And that's the thing I love about River West. It's like everybody's so chill, and it also has chill. It has that like bohemian type of vibe too. It's like it seems like everybody's here is like a bohemian in some type of way of fashion and all that shit, which is super.
What does
cool.
bohemian mean? Kind of like
just more like I would say just more just like free spirited type of thing, not
oh sure
not conforming to like all the norms of everything that's going on, and just having a more like earthly vibe.
Is that kind of what the Bohemian Rhapsody is like? Like Bohemian.
I don't know. When I say Bohemian, I'm thinking almost like some hippie type shit, just more chilled out stoner type shit. So stuff like that. But
that's what it was for sure.
Yeah. So no, River West 24 was dope because I did that on the corner right across from Bremen, so right across over here.
Yeah.
And then I did a gig at Linneman's too. I did a lot of gigs at Linneman's as well.
Yep.
Which is
I love Linneman's.
Linneman's is nice for real. So nice good little stage and all that. So I did that, and then but like even while in the midst of doing that, you hit me up and you said, "Hey, do you want to DJ at my show at Collectivo Backroom?" And I was like, hell fucking yeah.
Dude.
You know what I'm saying?
And
because I already knew like this was about to be really big, and so like I was like, yes, like this is first of all, I was just already so fucking honored that you asked me to do that, because it was kind of out of the blue. Like I was just chilling in my crib and all that stuff, and you hit me up. I was like, yo, you got this? I got the show down at Collectivo Backroom, and I want you DJ for it and play in between sets for it. I'm like, absolutely. And then when you said like, hey, like this is gonna be for my album release show too, so I was like, all right, see, I know it's about to be a big thing. And then when you add Bug Moment and Scam Likely into it, I'm like, bro, like this shit is about to be so fucking lit. Yeah. And this was like in the spring when you hit me up about that shit. So we had all this time to make sure we got prepared for it, dude.
Yeah.
And so I put so much time into that set because I wanted to make sure everything went right for that. So when you told me like, okay, I'm gonna give you a 35-minute opening set and all that, I was like, all right, I know what to do. So I made,
and like with that venue too, it stinks that it has a cutoff at 10:30.
Yeah, that's
like,
the thing,
damn,
right?
If we could have gone to like midnight.
That's what I'm saying. For real, because
we
like
just had that hard cut at 10:30.
We had that. We had that hard cut. It definitely should have been longer, but still, the energy was so fire. Like,
oh my god!
Like
dude.
Once I started like DJing, it was already starting to get packed up. Like we had like a line. It was already like a line and all that.
Sick.
It was so sick. And you know what's crazy too? Like, see, and this is what I was saying to you earlier about how 2022 was already such a crazy year for you. So like literally earlier that week, just right before the show, you got the Yellow Weekends premiere show,
man.
and that was fun. I came to that.
Fun,
that was great, and that was sold out too, and all that, and that was a fun time. And then like I feel like the universe was just literally telling us something, because right after the movie ended, right after the movie ended, and we was all outside hanging out, talking, and congratulating each other, we find out this the show was sold out, and we was like yo, like at this event,
so
like
sweet,
yo, bro,
so
like
sweet.
Seriously, like. Just catch you was
Absolutely
just catching
insane.
you was catching W's all week. I'm like, I ain't never seen a person catch this many W's in 1 week. Like, damn,
it was a yellow week,
yellow week,
cheesy week, you know,
for real.
Man.
But yeah, man, like once I started DJing, like it just started getting packed super quick, and people was feeling the vibe of what I was doing, and all of that, which was like really, really, really dope, and people showing me love right as I got off the stage and all that stuff. And it was just so great.
Coolest crowd, man.
Coolest crowd. And then seeing
the
energy, and then seeing Bug Moment do their thing, and seeing Scam Like It do their thing, and then y'all come up and bring out the energy, like when we all got on stage.
Oh my god,
that was amazing, yo! Like when we all got those pictures are beautiful. Like I'm a frame one of them motherfuckers, for real. Cause seriously, like the picture of all of us where we. Like,
which reminds me, brother, you haven't signed that poster yet.
I think I don't think I did.
I've been meaning to get you, because we got that right after, and I had one of those shindigs I had over, just like over time, got everyone's signature. I haven't seen you yet till now, so I got to get your signature on that.
I will sign that after we're done with this. Tonight. Yeah, man. Like I said, because everything was moving so fast. Because because when the show was over, like I said, the energy was so fucking high. I wanted to crowd surf so bad, but I didn't know how what was gonna happen. I'm like, cause I wanted people to make sure, like, hey, if I'm gonna crowd surf, y'all gotta catch me. You cannot let me fall, cause I'm not gonna just fall and bust my ass out here. So I kind of like backed out at the last minute, but I really wanted to stage dive on that shit. But,
oh my god, dude!
But still, overall, it was still so fucking dope.
I remember seeing a video of when we were playing Lauren, that song, and it was like a slower song. I had no idea y'all were popping up on stage.
Right.
And it's like a deep emotional song, and all of a sudden, like right in the middle of it, I just see Ducky grab my shoulders, like
right.
What the? Then everyone else came up.
Exactly. Like we kind of just followed the lead. Like Ducky went on.
I'm glad y'all came out there.
Right.
That was a moment. Right. That was so fun.
Seriously, man. Ducky came on stage and did like everybody from like Bug Moment and Scam Like him. I was just like, shit, I'm gonna get up on there.
There's a video of I remember you specifically like jumping maybe over an amp or something in the back, and it was like, damn, this just looks so lit.
Exactly, it was so lit. Right. And then fucking Jacob drinking beer out of his shoe. Oh
no, that's Kai. I think.
Kai.
Maybe Jacob did too.
I remember Jacob doing. I know Kai did first. It first. And then Jacob.
Oh no, I think it was Jacob's shoe that Kai used.
Oh yeah, there you go. Yeah, so
Jacob had like a wet shoe.
Right. And I'm just like, I was kind of feeling. I was feeling a little bit bad for Jacob. I feel like Jacob liked doing it, but still, just like as a person, just like like I gotta wear that, and now my shoe is smelling like beer and all that shit, and also
he said it was worth it.
It was worth it, yeah, no doubt. But that was super cool seeing Kai do that as well. Yeah, the energy was just so fucking high. Even backstage, we were just hanging out backstage and shit, just chilling out. I love the picture that Will took.
Yep.
Those are great quality pics and all of that.
I got some pictures, actually, some photos. I don't know if I grabbed any of you. I think I for sure got one of your set, but it's the ones I took of the stage are all dark, super dark because it was film. Yeah, but I'll have to dig through and see if I can. Get
Absolutely.
You're in.
Yeah, most definitely. But still, I'm glad we all got that pic together. We was just all on stage. Like that one is amazing.
Like, looking back at that picture from years from now is gonna be beautiful.
Yeah, it's gonna be beautiful. Like I said, we need to get that framed up.
I
put
know,
it somewhere. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was such a great night. I think, and that was easily my favorite show I've done so far.
Wow.
It was so great because everything just went right.
Man.
And the
Thank you for
was,
being a part of it, brother.
Of course. Seriously,
shit.
I would love
Especially, I mean, like being at the Moonglow album release show, you just get the vibes going, man.
And that's what people tell me, man. Like, for real, people tell me that all the time. It's like I get the vibes going because here's the thing, like, you know, like a lot of DJs, you know, they keep the vibes going, but you know they do a lot of like tricks and all that stuff, and that's totally fine. But me, you know, I believe that, you know, it's nothing wrong with simplicity, and it's nothing wrong with, you know, saying like, you know, less is more. Like to me, it's more, you know, keeping the energy up and playing the right music. That's going to keep the crowd hype. And
you're up there like cheesing and you're
exactly because I'm having
like, people are gonna have a good time.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. I use my energy for that too, because here's the thing, because when I DJ, you know, I play the songs that I love listening to. Is kind of that I play songs that reflect my music taste, which is very eclectic. But when I do my sets and all that, like I said, I just play the music I love to hear, and when I see people vibing to that and bringing out that energy and matching with my energy, it just brings it all the way up and all that stuff. And you know, and I play songs that, you know, people will love. Like I mainly play like a lot of like, you know, 90s 2000s hip hop and R&B with a little bit of modern stuff up in there. But it's so cool that everybody can vibe to that, because another person said to me, he was like, yo man, like you're an interesting DJ, because you play for a lot of like diverse type of crowds. Like you see, it's like black people there, white people there, you know, gay people there, straight people there, trans people, and it's like, yeah man, because like that's what it's all about. I'm trying to bring people together out here and make people unite through good music out here, you know what I'm saying? And also, you know, try to, you know, educate some people on some of this music that probably not as many people heard before, or not as many people grew up listening to. So I want to, you know, bring that to everybody, and if it fits the vibe right, then it's all good. So,
bro, I remember you played a song. I think it was at Moonglow's album release show. But you played a song and I hit you up and I was like, "What song is this, man?" Because I'd never heard it. I think it was a Hall & Oates song.
What? No, I don't. Wait, Hall & Oates.
Oh, how'd it go?
Oh, yeah, you got to let me know how it went.
I've never heard it. And I was like, damn.
Because because that was during Halloween time, so I played a lot of Halloween type stuff.
Gotcha.
So, like, I played this one song called "Haunted House of Rock" by Houdini, which is a rap group from the '80s, and I played that track, and because it fits with the Halloween type vibe, along, you know, since it was in October, and and I think a lot of people was asking me about that song too a lot, and then of course I had to play like Thriller and all that stuff. So that's the thing. Like I play, like I think that's interesting about me. Like I play a lot of different stuff. Like I'll play some rare tracks that you probably haven't heard before, or some tracks that some people know, but then some people that don't know, and then songs that everybody knows. So
right.
I'm just trying to you know, bring out the best out of everything. And yeah, that's it's super cool. And then that transition into my mixes as well. Cause like when I do my mixes, I like to play a lot of type of different stuff that like I said, that reflects my music taste. Yeah. And then like I just put it all together and making sure it matches with the vibe. So like like I could play like some funk tracks and all that, and then like it would switch over to like a psychedelic rock track or a psychedelic funk rock track, and then back to some like traditional funk and soul type stuff. So I always like to mix that up, and then even with like I want to do a mix where I mix up a lot of 90s hip hop with like a lot of like 90s grunge rock stuff too. Cause I love
kind of keep it in the era.
Yeah, gotta keep it in the era. Cause I love all that that stuff, and I always felt like rock and hip hop always went together, and also too, like like I said, I want to bring that diversity in and have all those music genres clash, because the industry, they try to use genres to try to separate people, and all that stuff,
right?
Like saying like, black people only listen to hip hop and R&B and soul, funk like this, and only white people listen to rock and alternative rock and indie stuff and all that. It's like, nah, like it's all together. First of all contemporary music was created by black people anyway, so you already listen to black music, and so it really don't matter. But yeah, though, it's just like like the industry, they try to segregate music and art, and that's not the way it should be. It should always come together, and it doesn't matter who you are, what you look like. If you know how to do this shit right and you come correct with it, then it's all good at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Because good music is good music, regardless. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So having that all come together and having everybody vibe with it, and having something for everybody to dance to is super cool. And I think that's one of my main things when I DJ, is just trying to bring people together, and have people have a good time, and unite out here with all that. So that was super cool. So when seeing the people at the backroom show that we did, vibe out to all my stuff, and seeing all types of different people like show me love for that was super cool. And then even after, when we came over to Bremen, after, it was super cool. Like you're first of all, okay, your parents are awesome, right?
Oh my God.
I love your parents.
You met them?
Yeah, I met them.
I
met them at Bremen. We was outside. Your parents are great, and like they were showing me so much love for my son. Like, like your dad is interesting. Like, he was just like, yo, man, I love your set, man. Like, yo, you got some disco stuff, man. That's what, like, I'm like, yo, like, I got all that stuff. Like, I listen to all that stuff. I got you. You come to my sets, I got you. You ready? Like, your dad is awesome. Your mom is awesome. I think was your grandma there too?
My grandma, probably my aunts.
Your aunt. Okay, yeah.
My aunt.
Yeah. Your aunt. Your aunt. The aunt was nice and all that stuff.
They always have such a good time at those shows,
right?
Too, talking to everybody.
Yeah, and then like I think it was two of your friends from high school.
Yeah, two of my bandmates actually. I think. My old bandmates from my first band were there.
Yeah,
I remember that.
Yeah, they were pretty chill too. Yeah, man, like really, like that's what I'm saying. So when older people come to my set and be like, "Yo, I like your stuff," that's super cool too, because like seriously, like I grew up listening to the same thing they listen to. Like really, like it's all good. I mean, ain't no gap out here and all that shit. You know, really, if you everybody grew up with good music and all that stuff. So so to get that type of love from them too was just really great. So
killing it, man.
Yeah, man,
deserve it.
For real.
Which what are your shows coming up? You mentioned before, but
so the shows I got coming up is at on February 11th at Boone and Crockett. I did a lot of shows in Boone and Crockett this year, to the point where now I kind of have a residency there. I'm on rotation over there, so I had my first show of the year at Boone and Crockett on February 11th from 8 p.m. to midnight. So I do that. And then I'm also there on February 25th, 8 p.m. to midnight too. But also I have a show coming up at Company Brewing again with Stone Theory from Kenosha.
I'm excited to see them.
Dude,
we have a build together.
Dude, I know. Hold on, we're gonna get into that in a minute. Stone Theory is so great. I met them earlier last year through Wonderful Bluffer. Shout out to Wonderful
Yup.
Bluffer right away.
Yup.
We're gonna get into that in a minute. But yeah, shout out to Wonderful Bluffer. But yeah, I met Stone Theory through them because they did a show together and all that stuff.
Yep.
And then like I saw videos of it. I'm like, yo, like who is this band? Because like
Yeah.
they look so fucking cool and they're straight rock and roll and they look like they totally came out of the 70s. I love that shit.
Totally.
So yeah, so like, we just finally met each other and we just vibed very quickly and we decided we was gonna do a lot of shows together. So so the Company Brewing show is the third show I'm doing with Stone Theory, February 18th, along with Modern Joey. Yeah, and Modern Joey is back and all that. So
they're back.
Yeah.
I remember right before COVID, especially, they were doing shows, like a lot of shows.
They were doing a lot. Yeah, they were doing a lot of shows, and then it had to stop a little bit just because, like, you know, just some personal things came up, and it's like members switch up, and everything like that. But yeah, now like they regrouped and they got a new bassist, Christian Porter.
Oh no way! Yeah.
So you got to be new bassist for Modern Joey.
Yep.
And plus Carl and Logan and Jackson and all that. And so yeah, it's gonna be cool to see them again. I missed them. I think the last show they did like as a group was during around Christmas time of 2021.
Sure.
So yeah, so they kind of had this like stop and start type of thing going down. But I feel like now they're back up on it.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
So yeah, I'm excited for that. But also, January 28th.
Yeah, dude.
This is more than a show. Dude. This is about to be a fucking party, like for real. I'm letting y'all know right now. January 28th at the Cooperage, Wonderful Bluffer, Social Sig, Stone Theory. Be there. Like, that shit is about to be so fucking lit.
It's going to be a party, man. I'm so excited for that show.
For real.
Back at the Cooperage, too, man. I love playing at the Cooperage.
Yo, Jason is awesome.
Cool.
That's what I'm saying. I love playing at Cooperage, too. I love playing at Boone and Crockett. Jason is...
Who's Jason?
Jason is the owner of... he runs...
Oh, sure. Okay.
Yeah, he runs Cooperage and Boone and Crockett.
Gotcha.
So yeah, no, he's great. And that's pretty much how I got my little residency at Boone and Crockett. But Cooperage is so awesome. Like, the sound is great. It's spacious.
Yep.
Nice bar, everything. And plus with a lineup like that, an all-star lineup like that, Wonderful Bluffer, Stone Theory, and you guys,
yeah, man.
Yo, like, it's about to be so lit. And I was talking with JoJo about that too. And I've
never seen Wonderful Bluffer either.
Oh, see,
and I've known of.
Yeah, but say you've known of it, right?
For a minute.
Exactly, yo. It's about to be amazing. You're about to have your mind blown. But yeah, man. Like, yeah, I was talking with him about that show. I was like, yo, like, this show is about to be a fucking party. Like, it's about to be a big thing. And he was like, and I said, like, yo, plus you got Social Sig on the bill. He like, you know, they also know how to pack it out. He was like, yeah, that's why I booked them. Because I know, like, when Social Sig get there, there's a lot of people gonna come out. So, and that's good strategy, right? Right there.
No, for sure.
Great strategy, but also it's just a good lineup of great bands in general, doing their thing. And it's like, it's seriously for me. I already marked it down on my calendar. I'm like, yo, this shit is it's about to go down, right? So, and I'm glad. Like, yeah, like, tickets is on sale now on even bright, but I know it's tickets at the door too.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm gonna try to get my tickets early for that shit because really I'm in there, bro.
I don't know what how you feel like to sell it out, but it'd be so crazy.
Hey, well, Cooperage is such a big place. It's hard to like. It's so just having a big crowd up in general. It doesn't even have to be sold out just to have a big, just to have a very big crowd up in there.
You're so right on that.
You know what I'm saying?
It'll be so fucking insane.
Yeah, seriously, bro. Like, oh my God. Like, I'm so fucking ready, yo.
The bar is so nice in there too. Just a big old bar and balcony. And
yeah, exactly. The balcony is right. Is all good. You can go up there, watch the show from up there, take some pics from up there. Yo, and then plus like they got the screen up in there, so you can put like y'all logos and everything on it. Like, yo, for real, when y'all play the Yellow Weekend song over there, which is my favorite song. By you.
Man.
I love that. I already know the open. I already know the opening riff for that shit.
Yeah.
And the opening lyrics to that shit. Like, I need a fly girl to come up on the way. I get so fucking lit. For real. But yeah, so
playing that one, especially at the Backroom show, the album release.
Yeah.
I like announced it as like we just released the movie on Wednesday.
Right.
Like, and then I was like, the movie is called Yellow Weekend.
And they just go into it. Need a fly girl
people
to
just fucking just like that moment, like people, that song, people were just going bananas.
Yes, seriously, it's such a dope song, man. For real, and it gets people so hype, and then have that correlate with the movie release too.
Oh my god, yeah,
it was so fucking dope. But yeah, so like when I hear that at the Cooperage and see the crowd get lit on that, like bro, like. It's gonna be wild. Like we need to create like a whole like dance floor so we can make sure people getting getting the mosh pit, get some mosh pit stuff going and all that shit. So that show is about to be amazing on January 28th. So be there.
Be at the Cooperage January 28th. It's
for real,
so much fun.
It's about to be a fucking party. That's the place to be. Place to be. For real, man, dude. So yeah.
Do you plan on being in Milwaukee for the foreseeable future, kind of thing?
Yes. Yeah. Because
I had to ask you.
You're right. No, it's all good. Yeah. No, because like I said, Milwaukee's my home. I love my home, and plus, like I understand the people who want to move out and try go to different cities and all that stuff. Like say do what's best for you and do what makes you happy. It's all good.
Right.
But with me, I've created something here, and I have a following over here, and then once you go to other spots like Chicago and all that stuff, like that's such a big scene over there that it's hard to try to get yourself through the door, especially as a new person over there, just because like you not really you didn't really live out there, so like you basically gotta start all over, and I don't want to start all over. Like really, like I love the scene here, and I love the people here. I love they're playing here, and now I would love to, if I get the opportunity to do a show at Chicago and all that stuff. Yeah, I would totally do it because I want to expand myself.
Is Dizzy Randoms doing shows out in Chicago?
Oh yeah, he does a lot of shows out of Chicago. Like he comes back and forth here all the time. So yeah, like I would love to do a show with him in Chicago. He's pretty much my connect to Chicago when it comes to like the DJ scene and all that stuff over there. So I can like probably hit him up and we can do something down there. It'll be dope. But yeah, man. No, I love my city, man. And, and I just love playing for the people here and the vibe that's going on right here and all that stuff. And I just kind of want to expand myself. And
I feel like Milwaukee does need people here, like long term kind of thing.
Exactly.
Really build something.
Exactly, because Milwaukee has such a great music scene, for real. It has such a great music scene, and and obviously not everything is going to be perfect. We live in an imperfect world, and I think people need to realize that not everything's going to be perfect, but you always got to look at the bright side of everything. And if you do see some issue that's going on within the scene or whatever, then try to do something to change it. But you don't gotta like shit on the whole. You ain't got to shit on the scene just to talk about a certain situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Because I feel like that one situation doesn't reflect, the scene as a whole.
Definitely.
You know what I'm saying? So
definitely.
So to me, yeah, man. Like we have such a great music scene out here, and I think it should be our goal as Milwaukee artists to try to represent Milwaukee the best way we can out here, and let people know that we do have a great scene out here, and you shouldn't be overlooked and all that stuff just because like places like Chicago or New York and LA got the bigger markets, and then plus like I said, like it's so, especially like in like LA and New York, they too high class and like it's too much competition over there and all that stuff. And plus, like I said, I love the DIY thing that we have over here, and since we're all DIY, it has that like a communal type of vibe. We have a communal type of vibe.
Yep.
And then even for people that don't live in Milwaukee like that, with like people in Kenosha like Stone Theory or the other group Half Holiday, who are all awesome.
Is Stone Theory moving to Milwaukee?
No.
They're staying in Kenosha.
Nah, yeah, I think staying in Kenosha right now, but they just do a lot of shows in Milwaukee because you're not far at all, and plus like now they built so much connection up here that they know how to book shows, here, and like I say, even though they in Kenosha, like to me, I kind of just adopted them into like the Milwaukee music just because. Because they know so many people that live out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
So but yeah, so that's the thing. Like we're also so like open and accepting of people out here, and like I said, it's the communal type of vibe that I absolutely love, and like I said, like
everyone knows everyone here,
and that's the best part about it. It's like everybody knows everybody. People say like, oh, like that's a flaw. I'm like, no, that's not a flaw. Everybody knows everybody out here. So like I said, then that gives us. It makes it easier for us to help each other and talk with each other, and and help each other book gigs, and help each other do this and do that. Literally. Try to help each other out here. You know what I'm saying? I think that should be our main goal as Milwaukee artists. We gotta help each other out here. We gotta support each other out here. So go share other local artists' music out here. Listen, stream that shit, play that shit. You know what I'm saying?
it was really cool. Like even last night, is I know like Bug Moment is starting an LLC. I just started an LLC.
Nick, that's awesome.
I think is starting one, and it's just crazy being at this like being surrounded by so many homies, like also doing it. And we're like asking each other questions.
Exactly.
And stuff.
It works so well, and that's even with Mid Coast. It's like we like so.
There's no like weird competitiveness with it. And that's like we're all like doing dope shit.
Exactly. We all doing dope shit, and we all trying to just help each other and do our thing out here. Even in the DJ scene, there's so many great DJs, like besides just myself. We got Bizon, we got DJ Gemini Gilly, who she's amazing. I went to middle school with her. DJ Drip Sweat, you know what I'm saying? My guy Moses, like so many great DJs out here. We try to support each other out here, man. And then like then like I said too, like we also are in the same friend group as well. So that can lead to other connections and working with them. Like I would love to DJ a show for Micah and Dwayne.
Oh yeah, totally,
all them because those are the homies, and I love their vibe. Like I want, first of all, Micah is one soulful singing ass white boy.
Holy shit.
I love it.
His voice is insane. He's always had an insane voice.
I would say, you know since high school.
Middle school.
Oh, wow.
I didn't know him in middle school or even like high school. We never kicked it too often, but we have so many mutual friends.
Right,
we knew each other.
Right.
And I remember seeing this video of him at a talent show at like in middle school, and it was around the time when Justin Bieber was blowing up too.
Oh yeah, and that's one of his biggest influences.
6th grade, 5th grade, and Micah up there at the microphone and like the Justin Bieber hair, and he's a little cute, and he's like singing like I think he did a Justin Bieber song too, and like all the girls are like, yeah. And there's a video. I'm like, damn, this dude's so cool.
Well, yeah, like he said, he's quick to say Justin Bieber is one of his biggest influences, and that's what's up. And
it's cool to see him still doing his thing. Like,
yeah, exactly, really. And
Dwayne too.
Oh,
like,
oh my God, Dwayne, he can spit, right? God, and him and plus the
poet.
The stuff that he and Johnny made together, like, yo, just release that. I've been talking about right. Just release that shit already.
Dude, I want Dwayne to release more music so soon.
Exactly.
And he's been doing the collabs, which is fucking cool.
Exactly.
But man, I need a Dwayne album right
now.
Yeah,
we really need a Dwayne album.
Put it out, Dwayne.
Put it out. Like,
release.
For real, really, because like he can spit so hard, and I've heard a lot of stuff that he's been working on in the studio.
Same.
And I'm just
I've heard, yeah.
Listen to these beats, bro.
Right,
like listen to these beats, and with the flow that he has on that shit, is
the words and like how everything connects. And
yes, absolutely. And also shout out to the homie Matt. Now, in Chicago too. Weave, man.
Weave, yeah. Sorry, I just said his Instagram tag.
Yeah, Weave. Right. Yeah, Weave, man. Like he's so dope.
He's such a cool dude.
Such a cool dude. Very creative. He's also part of Mikos Records as well. And like vibing with him is so dope as well. And that's so that's what like. And that's the thing. Like I love how like you, Micah, Dwayne, Matt, Johnny, Bean, and Nicholas. Yeah, it's like y'all got like a whole little vibe going on. Like how long have these dudes known each other? Because they roll like a whole ass. Look like they work with each other all the time and all this stuff. And I love that.
I honestly don't see those guys enough. Like I'll see Nick more often because we do like shoots together. And stuff. And
right.
Even last night when I was over at the studio, I saw Micah and Dwayne leaving. We're like, damn, it's been a minute.
Yeah,
bro.
right. It's time.
We just like pick up right where we left off.
Right, exactly. Yeah, because they always working, man. There it is, staying busy out here. Yeah, and just doing shows with them. Do Midcoast, I met because I got real close to them through Midcoast because they did a Midcoast show back in 2021, and I was just so impressed by by Micah singing obviously and Dwayne's bars. And it's just like these dudes like they just fit.
And they're just dope people.
It's just so dope, chill people. Shout out to Les too. She's also DJ Les, Micah's fiance. Like she's great, and she just got into DJing too, and I was giving her some pointers and all that stuff, and we went to this last year we went to like a house music dance party down at Company Brewing. This was like they're doing a summer.
Bean was there.
Yeah, Bean. Yep. Yeah, and Les was there. I didn't even know they was there. Like I came there with some other homies, and then I saw I saw Les and Bean over there hanging out, and also Bean he finally moved.
Shout out Bean. Yeah, Bean boy. DJ Bean boy.
DJ Bean boy. He's amazing, and I'm so happy he's fully living in Milwaukee now. So
I really want to work with him to mix some of my next songs.
Hell yeah,
he's got a Berkeley degree, bro.
Right. Like what?
Is it Berkeley? I think it is Berkeley.
Yeah.
He never talks about it.
He never talks about it. Right. Exactly.
So
but you exactly. You will never know. You will never notice that shit. But no, Bean is so fucking cool. I love his energy and the way and like all the facial expression he does with DJing and all that shit. Like it's so cool.
Absolutely.
But we was hanging out over there and dancing all night and all that stuff. And then like I introduced Les to some of the other DJs. I think it was Gemini Gilly DJing that night, Bizon and Freakish Nerd DJing that night, and I introduced her to all three of them. I straight up told her too, like, yo, she getting into DJ, and she was like, no, like I'm like, no, like stop it, like no,
right,
you already did like two gigs already, Les. you're a DJ now. Like, you know what I'm saying? So
Definitely.
it was super cool. And then like her set at Micah's album release show.
Yep.
At No Studios last year was pretty dope. So like really like real do your thing out here, girl.
It's coming together,
man. And they live right in downtown too.
Yeah. Well, no, they actually moved to more south side over by X-Ray Arcade.
Oh, okay.
I'm like, damn, y'all are far away now.
Damn, they live in
Cut.
What? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Damn, so that far. Like,
bro, they were about to sign a place in River West too, and then somebody else scooped it
what
up.
the?
I'm like, fuck. So then the second option was cut ahead.
Man, damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
It is
really.
what it is.
It is what it is. You still, but like I said, you still get to see them most of the time because they still do a lot of shows up in here too. And like, and Cut Ahead is not too far, but it is the thing. Like, I love X-Ray Arcade, but like, yeah, it's such a drive a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I can't really go.
It's hard to get people out to X-Ray.
Exactly. And like, I've been to a show at X-Ray, and it was fine. Like, the vibe is fine, and Cut Ahead is chill. It's just that, that's a drive.
It's far away. Like, if you're going to a show at X-Ray, like, you got to make a night out of it.
Right? Exactly. You got to plan all that shit out. You know what I'm saying?
Got to be prepared to
Uber. Exactly. Compared to Bayview, which is super easy to get. To get there, you just go through the bridge and all.
I mean, even Bayview is. It's no Linnemans, like right down the street.
Yeah. Right. But still, it's like it's easier to get to because you can either you can either take the bridge over there or drive.
I love driving to Bayview.
Yeah, I love driving to
over
Bayview
the
too.
Hone, dude.
Yeah,
that's such a fun bridge to drive.
I love it because it always reminds me of the Golden Gate Bridge in San Francisco and Oakland, and also like mainly. I fell in love with Bayview through JoJo and Wonderful Bluffer and all that stuff because JoJo and Fritz and another
Fritz.
Yeah, Fritz is a man. I love that dude.
I feel like anyone named Fritz is just a cool person. I've not met Fritz yet, but
Fritz,
actually maybe I did.
You probably
just very quickly. I think at a show.
you probably seen him, but you'll get to know him too during the January 28th show. Yep. Fritz is my motherfucking brother, man. I love that dude so much. Like, seriously, like. We literally just click like this, and then JoJo too. Like all the people in Wonderful Bluffer are like literally like some of my closest friends out here. For
do you remember them when Anthony Prowls was drumming with them?
Yes, that's the thing. See, this is why I'm so happy for Wonderful Bluffer and what they've been able to do and how much they've grown throughout the years because I literally seen that shit during the beginning because it all started through like me because it was during the summer of 2018 and I would go and just hang out at JoJo's spot, and this is when he was living at Park Place. At the time over there with another roommate, Mark Soriano, who was in.
And he works at Fellow Kingsman.
He
works at Arts at Large.
Works at Arts at Large, and he's part of Fellow Kingsman and all that stuff, and Drop Bear Collective too when it was a thing. But so JoJo was living with him, but. During the summertime, like most of the people that we was hanging out with were like back at home or already and all that stuff. But JoJo was the only one still around in Milwaukee.
Sure.
So I would just go to his place like all the time, just hang out, play video games, all that stuff, and just listen to music, all that stuff. But that's when you started telling me about the idea of creating this band and what he wanted to do, and that's when like you started. That's when you started, get some of the pieces together. It was some different members. Yeah, like it was JoJo, Julia, Anthony, and Madeline, and then Adam. They all came together and they started practicing and all that stuff, and then they started doing some house shows. Around the city with that lineup and all that stuff, but then just remember switch up and all that because Anthony went back home and then Madeline went and did her own thing, which is cool, and then but it was they did the show at the like Wisconsin Black Historical
Sure.
Society
Yeah.
center over there.
Yeah.
And so they did something over there, and that's how they met Fritz for the
Ah.
first time. And yeah, and so they just started talking and all that stuff. And then Fritz would just start coming over to JoJo's place, and like I said, I'll just always be there hanging out and all that stuff. So um so we we would just be hanging out, and then they'll just be jamming, and then I'll hear like Fritz's voice and all that stuff, and I thought Fritz's voice was so fucking dope, and it just fit with the vibe of what JoJo wanted to do, which is more this whole like blues rock, rock and roll type of thing.
Totally.
So yeah, so it just kind of it just kind of just came together organically with JoJo, Fritz, Julia, Adam, and then RJ, who was originally the drummer for Modern Joy before the
Oh yeah, RJ. I know RJ. Used to work with RJ and Anthony actually.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so RJ came from Modern Joy. He was the original drummer for Modern Joy. Then he switched over and became a part of Wonderful Bluffer, and then Will came in as the last piece, and yeah, and then they just kept on rolling, and and then they
doing their thing,
doing their shows. They released their first album back in on 2020, and then now like they working on a new album. They was working in this studio in Alberton and all that shit.
Yeah,
and it's just been cool going on adventures with them and seeing them grow while also doing my thing at the same time. See, that's the thing too.
Right.
It's like when you in this music shit, like life becomes such a whole adventure. You know what I'm saying? With
meeting new people,
going to different places,
getting out of your comfort zone.
Yes, and I absolutely love that experience for real. And then I get that same vibe when I'm hanging out with Stone Theory too, going on adventures with them and just hanging around them, man. Because like I went down to Kenosha a few times to see their shows, and it's
how you say it's an adventure.
It is because it really is like this music shit. Really is an adventure, and you know, so much stuff that can happen, so much it could, you know, some chill parts and then like some wild shit, but it's all worth it because you're doing what you love, and like and you know, also it's like the opportunities you can get to do all this stuff and travel everywhere and see different things and try different things. That's the best thing about that's one of the best things about life is trying new things. And also I love people. Like I love talking and meeting with people and connecting with people the best way I can. And if you're on the same vibe with me when it comes to this music shit, then you like it's automatic to me. It's like, and even like, you know, like I always say that, you know, like if like, cause I'm comfortably single right now, but it's like I be saying all the time, like yo, like if I meet a girl and like she literally on the same music vibe as me with the shit and very eclectic and all that stuff, and especially appreciates the classic, then like, bro, like you're already winning with me right now, and I absolutely love that shit. But yeah, man. So yeah, it's so fun being around all these bands and meeting people, and then even getting closer to people to people like you. Like I said, I've seen you as
through the music scene for sure.
Exactly. Like I've seen you play and all that stuff. I always thought you were dope, but yeah, it wasn't until like fully mainly around late 2021 going to 2022 is where we really started to build that type of relationship. And I fucking love that. And then it builds a relationship with all types of other people, mainly for people from Mid-Coast or Micah, Dwayne, and everybody.
It's just been growing.
Yeah, it's just been growing. And that's the thing. It's that communal type of vibe. And it kind of reminds me of like that late 60s 70s era, especially like in the Hay Ashbury area, where where everybody knew each other, like Grateful Dead, Jefferson Airplane, Janis Joplin, Big Brother and the whole Big Brother and the Holding Company, Country Joe and the Fish, like all of them
just knew each other.
And they performed at the same spots at the same parties and all that stuff, and eventually all led to them getting deals and making good music and still doing shows together, going on tours together and things like that.
Cool.
That's really super cool. Where you're able to. That's the thing. It's no competitive thing. Like I said, we're all trying to get get in. And even with the Seattle. But the Seattle music scene in the 90s and late 80s and 90s where Soundgarden, Nirvana, Alice in Chains, Pearl Jam, all of them knew each other, and all of them did shows together at certain points in times within the city, and then all of them to get signed at the same time or around that same time is awesome, and they always supported each other like that. Even as they got bigger as time went on. Right. So that I think that's the thing with all of us in this Milwaukee music scene. Like we just gotta always keep supporting each other, and in our journey and our growth, and whenever somebody does something major or anything like that, always show them love and showing love and always. and remind yourself that that your time is coming. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's all about timing with this shit. Oh yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I can see like a DJ doing something big like this, like performing at Summerfest and all that stuff. Yeah. And but I show love and support like that, like because that's obviously that's just super cool. And then I also know like, hey, I know I'm good too. I work on my skills, and then that opportunity will come, because it's really all about timing out here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So working hard
for real, and that's what we doing.
Do you want to wrap this up, baby?
Yeah.
That was beautiful. The last part you said.
For real, man. It's so great.
This was fun. Cheers.
Cheers. Wait a minute.
Cool. So catch DJ Megadon at upcoming shows. You can follow you at.
Hold up.
I'm feeling weird how I said, "Want to finish this up, baby?"
Yeah,
I'm feeling weird how I said that.
No. First of all, don't feel weird. Don't feel weird about that. We got to be comfortable with each other. Sure. Really, for real. I got you, baby. It's all love.
Hell yeah.
But you can follow me on Instagram mainly, CC_Megadon. That's where I post a lot of my shows and upcoming events and mixes and all that stuff. And then follow me on SoundCloud too. That's where I post a lot of my mixes. And I just dropped a mix this past weekend, which is really cool. And then like I said, my next gigs coming up again. I'll be at Boone and Crockett February 11th. And then February 18th, I got my company brewing gig with Stone Theory, Mono Joey. Then excuse me. Then
Mountain Dew.
Yeah, the Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew.
I'm all jacked up with Mountain Dew.
Right. You remember that commercial? It's so good. But so I'll be at Boone and Crockett February 11th. Company brewing with Stone Theory and Mono Joey February 18th. Boone and Crockett again on February 25th, and Boone and Crockett on March 11th. So those are the 4 shows I got coming up so far, and then also, like I said, look out for all the projects that's coming out for Midcoast Records, because we got so many projects coming out. I'm working on a project with Dizzy Randoms and cool. Wax Drums. right now we pretty much finished with it. We're just putting the finishing touches on that, and like it's gonna be real cool. You're gonna hear some new stuff come. Yeah, you're gonna hear something special from that. You're gonna hear something different coming out of me too once it come out. So it's super cool. So yeah, so go and support that, and just support Mid-Coast and Mid-Coast Records in general, and also like I said before, January 28th.
Yo,
Wonderful Bluffer. My Stone Theory, Social Sick, be at that shit.
Yes,
it's
sir.
about to be lit
Yes,
as fuck.
It's gonna be a good time, man. I'm excited. I'm
definitely.
really excited.
And just thank you, man, for having me here.
Absolutely.
Man. I've been wanting to do this for a while, man.
We'll do it again.
Hell yeah, we'll definitely do it again. So
definitely,
much love, my guy.
For sure. All right. Thanks for watching, y'all. Love y'all. Bye.